vegetable oils. Now, I've turned the name around because I'm not here to show you a brand. I'm not here to down anything. But if you're going to have an oil that you want to cook with, it should be either avocado oil or it should be coconut oil. An oil like this, first of all, they boil it about 5 times, and then it's now this black, disgusting color and terrible odor. So they bleach it, and now it looks like water. Then they dye it with a synthetic dye. Then they normally, quite often, derive from petroleum. And then what they do, it still smells disgusting, so they put a perfume in there to make it smell like a vegetable oil. So you don't want to be using this stuff. It's over-processed. It's made in an oxygen environment. Every time you boil an oil, it goes rancid. So it's cancer carcinogenic. So you don't want to take this kind of stuff. And it wasn't on this list over here. And that's why I thought I'd just go through this list with you folks and give you some ideas across over here. And the first thing is, it's sugary and refined carbohydrates and sugar drinks and soda and sports drink and sugary foods. Well, that should be 1 point. Sugar. So what turns into sugar? Rice turns into sugar. Pasta turns into sugar. Bread turns into sugar. Potatoes turn into sugar. Cooked carrots turn into sugar. Cooked beets turn into sugar. Now, of course, you can juice them when they're raw, and then again, you're going to have a lot of sugar in there. But I do want to tell you something. I didn't know all this when I was fighting my cancer. And I beat my cancer without knowing that juiced carrots are full of sugar, can harm you. And that was one of the things I was living on, was carrot juice and green apple juice and lemon. And I didn't even know about the ginger and the turmeric and the celery and the cucumber. I was a total ignoramus. But just that little swing, by changing the foods I ate, by taking chemicals out of my life, by detoxing my body, by taking parasites out of my body, by getting onto good quality supplements, and by changing a few of these things. Now, I still ate red meat. I loved meat now, and I still beat my cancer. So I'm going to say do this in moderation. I'm not going to say red meat. I'm going to say all meats. Because if you're going to eat chicken, the biggest problem with meats is all the antibiotics and the penicillins and the GMOs that they've been fed and that kind of stuff. That's the biggest problem. I don't believe meat itself is as bad as people are saying it is. I believe it's actually got a lot of nutrition inside there. Of course, alcohol, why it's very acid. Remember, cancer loves an acid environment. That's why stress can really antagonize cancer growth. What about smoked foods? That's why barbecue, 1 piece of barbecued meat could be equal to smoking 40 cigarettes in cancer carcinogens. Farm salmon, again, what's it fed? All the antibiotics, hormones, penicillins, all that kind of stuff. The microwave popcorn, the minute you that popcorn pops in the microwave, guess what? It becomes very acid, just like peanut butter. Very, very acid foods.